In this demonstration, we are going to learn about one more component in Oracle Apex that is called as Shuttle component or Shuttle item. Shuttle component, if you see over here with the name employee list, Shuttle component is nothing but it is used for adding the user in this kind of layout. Most probably for listing the status like in progress, completed, assigned, so and so forth. You can toggle one to the right side or many statuses or the users. Probably it is used for showing the users like who are the intended owners, administrators, assignees, so and so forth. We can show with this kind of page item. And most of the time this kind of shuttle item is shown in the page form, that is like a drawer or the model dialog. I'm here in the official documentation page by Oracle on Apex, that is for app builder user guide. From the table of content you can go to managing application control and then creating page items, and there you will be finding the shuttle item. Here is the complete step-by-step approach which is being provided by Oracle we have to use in order to make use of shuttle component in our page. There are two components in the shuttle item. One is the source. In order to show the display value, and when we click what it should be the return value, that we can represent using this query, that is this one. This will be the display value and this will be the return value. Return value is the one which will be stored in the database table or in the page. But on the display layer, that is in the view layer, it will show the display value. Next, whatever you have toggled, suppose if you have saved, next time when you visit the same page or the form, it has to show it over here. Like suppose I have selected Adam and clicked that to show on the right side. Then when I come next time, it has to show Adam on the right side. So this is done with the help of this source. You are having the SQL query where you can put the unique number so that you can locate this particular record in the database, and whichever the values are matching for that particular department member or whatever it is, when you click on the form there will be a primary key that you have to pass, and you have to create a SQL query and show on the right side. So Apex will take care on its own showing on the right side. Just you have to make sure you are providing the proper SQL query. I'm here in my Oracle Apex App Designer. For demonstration purpose, I will be using this EBA projects. So this you can import from the datasets under the utilities, which you can find under the SQL workshop. So I have these projects. You can also install this particular dataset. Here if you see, we are having a status. There could be three kind of statuses in the projects dataset which we import. One is the completed, next is in progress, and other is the assigned. So based on this ID, whatever you see, based on that, it is able to locate that particular status. Let's now create an interactive report on this projects table and see this in action. I will get into one of the Apex pages and let me click on this create page. Here I will go for interactive report. I will name this as this is the demo for shuttle. Let me copy the name. I want the form because our shuttle will be shown in the form. I will name this as form. Rest of the things I will keep default, and the table we have to select. I will select the same table which I have shown you, that is the EBA project. It's over here. Select this and click on next. Everything I will be keeping the default and click on create page. Let's see this in action. Click on this run. Click on sign in. Our interactive report page has been created successfully. So it is having the inbuilt form over here. If we click on edit, it is going to open up the form. So this is done with the help of one more page. Let's click on this edit. So here if you see the status ID, currently we are talking with only the projects EBA table. Here if you see in the database, we are having the status ID. Now it is deriving the names of the IDs using the project status table. Now let me click on this edit form page. So this edit form page is again a form layout. It is based on the EBA projects table which I have shown you, and based on the unique identifier. If you click on this ID, here if you scroll down, this is set as primary key, which means the project ID, when we click on one of the projects in the main dashboard interactive report, it will open up the form and it will pass this ID as a primary key. Then it will locate the appropriate column or the data and it will show it over here in the form. Next, coming to the status over here. Status is the ID, but what it is doing is it is going to get the list of values using the shade component that is based on the EBA project status. This is the table name and it will show the code. We will try to create one more page item over here, and I will tell this as status shuttle. Let me change the type from here to shuttle. Let me search here the shuttle. It's over here. Click on save. Now if you click on this error, it says the list of values needed. Now what we have to do is we have to go for SQL query. So this is showing the list of values. We have to construct the list of value SQL query over here. Now what I will do is I will be showing the status, that is the code from the EBA project status table. The same I will show for the display as well as return. Return value, if you see over here the R, it means when the user clicks on whatever it's showing on the screen, which is the display value, behind the scene it should be passed as or saved as assigned. Suppose if you want to show on the screen as lowercase, and when they click, if you want to store in the uppercase, you can do it like this. Let me copy this from here and I will be pasting the SQL query. Click on validate, done. Now this is for showing the data that is on the left side, that is over here, all the statuses. Now suppose if you are opening one of the project whose status is completed, then it should show on the right side. So this we are doing with the help of one more thing over here, that is the source. Coming to the source, we have to select the return value as single or multiple. Suppose if your query is returning multiple value, like in case if multiple users have assigned that particular row, then it has to show on the right side multiple users. In case of status, there should be only one unique value. So we can go for single value as well. In order to show the unique value, what we can do is we can write a simple SQL query. Now our SQL query will be something like, when we click on this page, it will be populating the data based on the ID, because ID is set as primary key as I have shown you. And status ID will be having a unique value like 1, 2, 3. There are 3 statuses in the table. Now in our case, our status table is having one of the values, that is completed, assigned or in progress, something like this. Now when the user clicks on one of the projects, it is opening the form and the status ID value will be 3. Now we are going to use of the same status ID column and we are going to fetch the data, that is this one, status ID P3. Now let me use this and see what should be the status of this. 2. Let me click on OK. In progress. Now let me use this, that is the distinct code it is returning from the project status table, that is based on the status ID which is being available in this particular form. Click on OK. Click on save. Now let's see this in action. Click on run. Oh, this is the model dialog page. We cannot run. What we will do is we will just close this and right click. We will try to reload the page or the refresh. Our page has been reloaded. If I click on assign this time, if you see, the shuttle component will be added. In this case, the status is assigned, so it is being showing it over here. Assigned is on the right side. All other values are on the left side. Similarly, if I click on this in progress will be on the right side. Other statuses which are available in the database, it's over here. Suppose if you want to change the status, you can just toggle something like this and you can put assign and you can click on apply changes. In case if you want to store only one value, then you can have a SQL query which says only show single return value, and also you can put some restrictions and the validations on this page item before we send it to backend. That is, on click of apply changes, we can add those validations. So like this, we can add the shuttle component or the shuttle page item to any form in Oracle Apex.